Women of War is a campaign that we have launched for the 2019 under the philanthropic arm of TRT World. The findings are very saddening, to say the least. As you know, there have been wars all over the world, particularly in Syria, Yemen, historically Bosnia, and other parts of the world, Rohingya. For example, 400,000 cases of sexual violence against women been registered there, and we fear that that's just half of what we hear, because a lot of these cases are not registered or not heard about, because it's a bit of a taboo in that part of the world. So our aim is to raise awareness about this, to bring about the survivor stories, to shed light in this difficult situation that is women of war currently.
Is it hard to get information about this kind of thing because of the subject matter, and because women often find it very traumatizing and socially taboo to talk about this?
Definitely, yes, it is very hard. So therefore, we most of the time it's an estimate. For example, when we say in Bosnia, in the year between 1992 to 1995, we say about 50,000 women were sexually violated. It's an estimate. It could be a lot more. Some figures even say over 200,000. So we really don't know, but we go with the figures that we receive from different agencies, including the UN agency. So yeah, it is a bit difficult because of the nature
what were some of the...
Sorry.
Yeah, and Zia, what were some of the figures that really surprised you? And does the fact that the UN recognizes rape being used as a weapon, has that made any difference?
Well, very gradual, unfortunately. I mean, this resolution was passed about 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago now, but not much has been done, frankly, because people don't talk about it. It is a bit of a hard pill to swallow, but someone has to do it. Someone has to talk about it. And that is what we fear the most, that people don't talk about it, therefore not much being done by the respective organizations or even governments or military powers. So yeah, one of the most staggering number that we heard was 400,000 in the span of 1 year in Rwanda. So that is massive, to say the least, that women have been violated or sexually violated in the one region or one country. So same with in Syria. We don't even know in Syria the figures. So since it has a very strong social impact on families, therefore some of these governments or even military powers that they abuse this, they tend to push more. So like, for example, in Syria, when they undress women and then run on the streets because they want to subdue the subjects, subdue the people, its people who are against the regime.